Have you ever experienced subtle alignments in life, like repeatedly noticing the same number, such as 111, appearing on receipts, license plates, or clocks? Or suddenly thinking of someone, only to hear from them hours later? What about those moments when something inside you urges a change in routine, and you later discover that this shift protected you from harm? At first glance, these seem like coincidences. But what if they're not? What if they're signs, whispers from the unseen, woven into the fabric of reality, guiding you towards something greater? There comes a moment when one must ask, what if life is not happening randomly? What if we are surrounded by messages, not loud, not forceful, but gently persistent? And what if the only reason we miss them is because we've never been taught how to truly listen? Maybe you've felt this too. The repeating signs, the gut feelings that prove true, as though the universe itself is speaking, but in a language you've yet to learn. Now imagine this: nothing in your life happens by accident. Behind every moment lies purpose. There is an invisible force, divinely intelligent and ever-present, working behind the scenes. This force is not fantasy. It is real. And if you learn to recognize it, you can live in harmony with its design. You're about to discover a hidden order that may forever change how you perceive your own existence. But a warning, this truth is not for everyone. It's only for those willing to see beyond the veil of appearances and awaken to something deeper. If what you're hearing feels familiar, like a truth you once knew, keep watching. Because this may be the first step toward a transformation that can't be undone. Have you noticed certain patterns repeating in your life? The same financial burdens? The same emotional struggles? Or even recurring signs like sequences of numbers 1111, 222, 333? Most dismiss these as chance. But those who are awakening begin to realize these are not mistakes. They are messages, sacred echoes from the divine. Absolutely nothing unfolds without meaning. A timeless truth reminds us, the Creator does not play dice with the universe. Every repetition, every sign, every delay serves a purpose. To understand it, you must look not outward, but inward. For the map to your reality is written on the walls of your own consciousness. What if your inner world, the thoughts, beliefs, and emotions you carry, is the very code that shapes your outer world? What if the events, relationships, and opportunities that appear in your life are reflections of what is happening within? This idea may sound extraordinary, but both divine wisdom and modern science point to the same truth. Reality is shaped not from the outside in, but from the inside out. For centuries, this truth was known by the wise. Reality is not fixed. It bends. It responds to consciousness. The greatest thinkers in history spoke of it. Nikola Tesla declared, "To understand the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." Others taught that imagination shapes reality. That thought creates form. That what you focus on expands. They were all touching the same sacred principle. Reality is not happening to you. It is happening through you. You are not merely witnessing life. You are co-creating it. This brings us to a powerful question. If your mind is shaping the patterns in your life, can you consciously shift those patterns? Can you change what you attract? Can you live by divine intention rather than unconscious habit? Yes, you can. And the key lies in one of the most profound discoveries of our time, quantum physics. Now that you know the universe is always speaking, sending messages through experience, let's take it further. How does science prove that your inner state shapes the outer world? And how can you use that knowledge to align with a higher reality? In the next section, we'll explore how quantum physics reveals this sacred mechanism. You'll learn how to shift your internal vibration and begin living in resonance with a reality you truly desire. But before we continue, pause for a moment. Ask yourself honestly, have you ever felt the universe, or rather God, trying to get your attention? If so, declare it, "I am ready, ready to receive, ready to awaken, ready to respond." Your voice, your intention matters. When you speak it into existence, you align your heart with the rhythm of divine truth. And here's something remarkable. Your mind is not just a processor of thoughts, it is a transmitter. Every thought you think sends out invisible waves, vibrations, into the field around you. These waves do not disappear. They shape the world. Thought, fueled by feeling, is creation in motion. This is not speculation. It's science. And once you understand this mechanism, you will never see yourself or the world the same way again. For centuries, it was believed that the universe was made of solid, unchangeable matter, disconnected from the observer. But that belief was shattered by a revelation so profound, it transformed science forever. Quantum physics revealed a deeper reality, that at the smallest level, nothing is truly solid. Atoms, electrons, even the cells of your body are not fixed particles. They are energy. They are vibration. They are infinite potential waiting to take shape. And here is the wonder. The moment a conscious observer focuses on a quantum particle, that particle collapses. From a wave of infinite possibilities into a single outcome. What does this mean? It means reality is not permanent. It is flexible. It shifts the moment awareness interacts with it. If this is true in the invisible realm of quantum particles, what does it say about your thoughts? About your awareness? About the way you observe your life? Here's what most never realize. Your thoughts are not confined to your brain. They are electromagnetic energy, real, measurable frequencies. When you think, your brain creates electrical impulses. These impulses produce vibrational waves, much like a radio antenna broadcasting a signal. And what happens when you tune a radio to a specific frequency? You receive a matching signal. This is exactly what is happening between your mind and the divine order of the universe. The energy you emit shapes the experience that returns to you. And the most empowering truth? You are not a passive receiver, you are the broadcaster. If this sounds too amazing to believe, consider the scientific proof. There is an experiment called the double-slit experiment, a cornerstone of quantum physics. Scientists shot particles, like electrons, through two slits. When unobserved, the particles behaved like waves, existing in multiple possibilities at once. But the moment they were observed, they collapsed into a fixed form. In simple terms, infinite potential existed until awareness chose an outcome. Reality comes into form not through force, but through focused consciousness. Your observation, your belief, your focus, these collapse the invisible into the visible. This is not just science, it is spiritual law. Divine will allows your consciousness to be part of the act of creation. You are not separate from the unfolding of the cosmos. You are a participant in the divine rhythm. Let this truth settle deep within. If science now confirms that your awareness can alter reality at the quantum level, what does this reveal about your thoughts and, more importantly, about what you choose to focus on? This isn't theory. It's the divine architecture through which your mind shapes your world. To prove it, let's examine two real-world examples that could forever shift your understanding of reality. Example 1. The power of belief, the placebo effect. In 1957, a man was diagnosed with terminal cancer. His doctors gave him only a few weeks to live, but then something astonishing occurred. He heard about a new miracle drug and believed with absolute certainty that it would heal him. And it did. Within days, his tumors vanished. His body responded to his faith alone. But the twist? He later found out the treatment was only a placebo, an inert substance. The moment his belief dissolved, so did the healing. His illness returned, and he passed away shortly after. What does this teach us? That the mind, through belief alone, can transform matter. Faith can restore, and doubt can destroy. This aligns with a timeless truth. The Creator has placed within the human soul a power that mirrors His wisdom, an inner authority to shape reality through conviction. Example 2. Tesla's code of frequency. Nikola Tesla, one of history's greatest minds, once said, "If you want to understand a universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." Tesla believed that everything in existence is woven into an energetic field, and that by adjusting our internal frequency, we can shift the entire pattern of our external life. Today, science is finally confirming what he intuited a century ago. Your thoughts do not merely describe your world, they design it. This brings us to one of the most essential questions of all. How can you gain control over this frequency? How can you use this knowledge to bring your desires into being, not by force, but by alignment? Now that you understand the quantum nature of thought, let's take the next step, reprogramming the subconscious mind. This hidden realm governs most of your life, your beliefs, your emotional reflexes, and your habitual responses. Everything you've experienced, every idea you've absorbed since childhood, all your fears and doubts are encoded in your subconscious like an invisible program. They continuously shape your reality without your awareness. So if you truly want to change your outer world, don't start by rearranging what's outside. Begin at the source, your mind. And the most powerful way to do that, shift your frequency. Remember Tesla's words, energy, frequency, vibration. Your thoughts and emotions are frequencies. Like a radio transmitter, you are always broadcasting, whether consciously or by default. If you're tuned into fear, lack, or struggle, that's the signal you emit, and that's what the universe mirrors back. But if you attune to abundance, gratitude, and certainty, your frequency shifts, and so does your reality. This isn't daydreaming. It's energetic law. So, how do you change your vibration in a practical way? Here is a time-tested method backed by spiritual practice and neuroscience. It has transformed lives across centuries and cultures. It comes down to 3 simple steps. Step 1. Visualize with emotion. Your mind cannot distinguish between imagination and reality. When you visualize vividly, your brain activates the same neural pathways as if the event is truly happening. But the secret is not just seeing the image, it's feeling it. Close your eyes. Picture yourself already living the life you desire. See it, hear it, but above all, feel it. Feel the peace, feel the joy, feel the gratitude, as though it's already yours. Because emotion is the bridge that connects thought with manifestation. Step 2. Speak as if it is already done. Words are not mere sounds. They are energy in motion, vibrational commands that shape your reality. Many unknowingly block their own manifestations by saying things like, "I want more money," or "I hope I find love." These statements reinforce lack. Instead, speak from completion. "I am abundant. I am deeply loved. Everything I need flows to me effortlessly." When you speak from a place of fulfillment, you don't just express belief, you assume identity. And when identity changes, so does reality. Step 3. Release and trust. This is where many falter. They visualize, they affirm, but then they doubt. And doubt lowers vibration. It distorts the signal. The final step is to let go of control over how or when your desire appears and trust that it already exists in a higher realm of possibility. The universe doesn't respond to desperation. It responds to certainty. Live as though what you desire is already true. Make decisions from that state. Walk in gratitude even before you see the result. Because in the field of divine energy, it is already done. This is the shift that changes everything. Right now, in this very moment, you are standing at a crossroads. You can continue operating on autopilot, repeating old patterns, or you can take conscious command of your energy and begin designing a life aligned with higher truth. The choice has always been yours. So if what you're hearing feels true, if your heart is stirring, maybe this is your sign. A sign to step into the authority your Creator has already placed within you. If you're ready to manifest with divine alignment, declare it aloud. I am in harmony with the flow of divine creation, because the moment you speak it, your energy shifts. And when your energy shifts, reality follows. I am the designer of my reality. The moment these words leave your lips with conviction, something begins to shift, not just in your thoughts, but in the energy that surrounds and flows through you. This declaration is not simply affirming a belief, it is activating a law. Here's the truth: the future you desire already exists. Not in some distant timeline, but now, right now, waiting for you to match its frequency and claim it. Why? Because in the quantum realm, all possibilities exist simultaneously. Every version of you, every outcome, already lives as pure potential. And the version you currently experience is the one you've been aligning with unconsciously. For centuries, spiritual traditions have spoken of this infinite field of possibilities. They gave it many names: the divine matrix, the book of life, the mind of God. Today, quantum physics affirms this ancient wisdom. Scientists call it the quantum field, an invisible dimension where everything that could be already is, awaiting observation to bring it into form. Here's the most astonishing truth: your consciousness selects from this sea of potential. Your focus collapses one possibility into reality. The moment you believe, see, and align with it, what was once potential becomes experience. So what does this mean for your life? It means the version of you who already lives in harmony, success, and divine fulfillment exists now. Not metaphorically, literally. The only question is, how do you access that version? The observer effect and the power of focus. Quantum physics has a name for this phenomenon: the observer effect. It reveals that particles, when unobserved, exist in infinite potential. But the moment they are observed, they collapse into a single, tangible state. What you observe, you give life to. In practical terms, your focus is a sacred force. Whatever you consistently give attention, energy, and emotion to, that becomes your world. So if your focus remains fixed on fear, scarcity, or struggle, you continue collapsing that version of reality into being. But if you direct your awareness toward gratitude, abundance, and certainty, you shift timelines. You align with a reality that already holds what your soul is seeking. Manifestation, then, is not about controlling or forcing reality. It's about choosing. Choosing which version of reality you're willing to become one with. Quantum shifting: how to step into the reality you desire. Once you accept that all realities exist simultaneously, you must ask, how do I shift into the one I truly want? This process is called quantum shifting, aligning your thoughts, emotions, and behavior with a version of you who already lives that reality. Here are the 3 essential steps. Step 1. Identify the aligned version of you. Ask yourself, if I already had what I'm praying for, how would I think? How would I feel? How would I show up each day? You don't manifest what you wish for. You manifest who you become. To step into a higher reality, you must first imagine the version of yourself who lives there. What habits does that version of you have? What mindset? What level of peace, confidence, and trust in divine timing? Step 2. Embody it now. Most people wait until something changes to feel fulfilled. But in the field of divine possibility, the opposite is true. You must become the version of you who already has it before it arrives. Walk like that version. Speak like that version. Make choices that align with that energy every single day. When you raise your vibration to match your desired outcome, it no longer needs to be chased. It is drawn to you. Step 3. Surrender and trust. This is the most sacred part. Once you align with your desired state, let go of control. Trust the unseen order behind all things. Desperation creates resistance. Faith opens the gate. You don't need to grasp or force. You need only to know with peace in your heart that it is already done in the realm where all things are written. Live as though your desire is inevitable. Feel the joy of arrival before it appears. Gratitude in advance is one of the highest forms of trust in God. Right now, you stand at a divine threshold. One path continues the repetition of unconscious cycles. The other leads you into conscious co-creation, a life designed with purpose, intention, and divine flow. The choice, as always, is yours. If this truth resonates within you, perhaps this moment is your invitation, a sign that you are ready to reclaim what has always been yours. A higher reality already exists. A version of you already lives it. Are you willing to align with it? If so, declare it now. I am aligned with my highest reality, because once you speak it, your frequency shifts. And when your frequency shifts, your world must respond. You've remembered the truth. You've now awakened to a timeless truth. You are not a passive observer of life. You are a participant in its unfolding. The universe is always speaking, through signs, patterns, and synchronicities. Quantum physics confirms what divine wisdom has always known. Your thoughts shape your world. Your focus collapses possibility into experience. Your subconscious mind, the hidden program, governs nearly everything. Reprogramming that system is the key to conscious creation. Your vibration is your power. What you think, feel, and believe sends a signal that the universe reflects without error. Now you have a choice. You can return to forgetting, or you can move forward, consciously shaping what comes next. That you are even reading this is not coincidence. It is confirmation. You are awakening. You are remembering. And for that, I honor you. Because most will never search for these truths. Most will remain trapped in patterns not of their choosing. But not you. You are seeking. You are expanding. You are returning to the truth you carried within you all along. Want to go deeper? If you're feeling this shift within and want to take it further, there's a powerful next step. One of the most effective ways to reprogram your subconscious and activate your divine potential is through theta brainwaves. Theta waves open the gateway to the subconscious. They amplify intuition, access hidden creativity, and accelerate transformation in every area of life. To help you access this sacred state, there's a powerful tool, the Genius Wave, a 7-minute daily audio experience designed to synchronize your brain with a frequency of effortless manifestation. It works in just a few minutes a day. No meditation, no rituals, no journaling, just pure vibrational alignment. It activates multiple regions of your brain at once, unlocking focus, inspiration, and energetic coherence. From health to relationships to purpose-driven success, it realigns your life with divine intelligence. This isn't a theory. It's a proven way to tune your mind to the frequency of abundance. If you're ready to shift into the reality you were always meant to live, access the Genius Wave now using the link in the comments. Your transformation has already begun. Now it's time to amplify it, because the universe is always speaking. The only question is, are you ready to listen? If you are, speak it below. I am ready to align with my highest reality, because when you declare it, your energy shifts. And so does your life. Your new life begins now.